is Erica, and I realized very early on today I have really not done a fall garden tour, and that is my bad. And we kind of do things a little differently here, so I will give you a tour. These are peas. We did a spring batch of peas, and now we are doing a fall batch of peas, and they are growing really, really well. Let me pull this weed out of here. Ugh, weeds everywhere, even in raised beds. They are doing really well. We have had very ideal conditions for peas growing, even in August. Right now, we have had 70, 80-degree days, a little bit cooler nights, which is kind of rare for Iowa. Usually in August, we're hot. And so these guys have been doing great. And we have also had a lot of rain lately, so they're doing even better. You can see two taller ones in there, one that's kind of dead and one very tall one over here, and that's still left from the spring ones. I left two of them go because they were still producing, just to see what had happened, and so far so good. Here is pulled beans, green beans, and I planted a old packet that I had that has yellow, purple, and green beans in it. So I'm really excited to see what it does. Again, these guys are also loving the weather, and they are going gangbusters and climbing, which is great. And they're probably going to take this over. I understand that. I know it's coming. In the middle here is something I probably need to pull. We have been planting scrap ends of our lettuce that we buy and eating off of them. Well, this one kind of bolted a little bit, got out of hand, and so now it's producing pods at the top, and I'm gonna kind of experiment with that and play with that and see what happens. They were both romaine lettuces. This one down here is doing pretty good, and you just pluck off the leaves and go ahead and make a salad with them. They do great. Here we have broccoli, and we can already see that something's chomping a little bit on it. I started these broccoli plants back into June, beginning of July. Broccoli takes a little bit to germinate and to grow a little bigger. They are doing fine. I think in another month or so we should have broccoli, hopefully. So we'll see what happens, but I am pretty excited. This is the first time I've done this. So pretty excited to see what happens, because you cannot hardly find fall starts in Iowa to plant fall plants. So coming over here, we have cucumbers, and zucchini. Zucchini is holding in there. We've had issues of blossom end rot this year, and I think they're not happy because they're not getting the sun they want. So they're going to go down next year to the other two beds that we have. But we have cucumbers, and the cucumbers have been plentiful. Skins have been a little bitter this year. I think that has been due to the hot that we had and no rain for a while, and me trying to keep the watering going. But they're dying off towards the bottom a little bit, but you can see the top and over to the sides, they're trying to take over the world. So let me put you on pause, and we will go down to the other two ones. So down here in the lower garden, we have, in these raised beds, they're not raised very far, but they do the job. We have two grape tomatoes, and they are doing fantastic. They're going gangbusters. It is crazy. They are loving the weather. We had a bunch of hot. They took off and grew. Now we had a bunch of rain. They're doing great. So, anticipate a huge batch of the crop of those, which, oh darn. And here we have two tomato plants. These are Wisconsin 55s. Smaller, more compact tomato, great flavor, less seeds, but they are a good canning and eating tomato. So really excited about that. These two plants are absolutely loaded. So amazing. And don't mind all the grass. You see, I have a terrible broom grass problem down here, and to the point that we are probably lifting these beds this fall after everything is done and putting weed barrier down to kill it. But we are also right next to CRP, so broom grass is very abundant. Don't mind the road noises. We live very close to a busy road. So here in front we have green beans. They were shallots planted here before. I planted these green beans about 3 weeks ago. And as you'll see as I go on further down here, we did not have a great germination rate with these green beans. Various reasons. If you get down here, you can see something's been kind of snacking on them. Some of them are fighting to survive. Some of them are overachievers, but they are not doing very good. And various reasons why, who knows. I've never planted green beans down here before, so, and like I said, there was shallots on this side, and over here, garlic was planted here. So now in the back, we have 4 bell pepper plants. I thought these weren't going to do so good, but they are starting to produce. You can see one back there. I've got a rather big one, 2 coming there, more there, and I am pretty excited. This one is just starting to put on some. I am pretty excited. I like green bell peppers. Rob does not. So we will be letting these turn. I think I've got red, yellow, and orange plants. So we'll be letting them turn and do their thing. Over here, I have a mini bell pepper plant. And again, they're starting to really put fruit on. Go over here and look at this one. And I'm really excited about that because this is also the first time I've grown those. And I like mini bell peppers. They're fun to snack on. So, and then here in the middle, we have another tomato plant. It's another Wisconsin 55. I thought I was going to lose one of those guys. In fact, it was curled up, dying. I thought it was gone. Well, it pulled out and did really well. And I had bought another plant in the meantime. So, oh no, I have a 3rd tomato plant. Darn. I really wanted more tomatoes anyway this year, but I was shot down because we have a lot of tomato products yet. But we are out of pizza sauce and getting close on tomato sauce, and we'll probably can some more salsa if there's enough tomatoes left. But I am really looking forward to this year's harvest. And up in the front of the house, I have strawberries planted. I'm going to probably talk about those in a separate video because I've got some extra things to add to that. So I hope you have a good day. I'm going to say bye, Holly, my ever faithful companion and garden walker. So I will talk at you later. Please like, follow, subscribe, whatever floats your boat. Thanks.